So in this video, I want to just talk about being grateful for what you have and just grateful for the small things in life. Because, like for example, I'm walking out right now, just finished badminton, did some exercise for the week after basically just, being on my desk every single day doing work. I think it's good to get moving around. Also been going to the gym, of course. But, just going back to the topic of what I want to talk about is just learning to be grateful for the small things. So, being grateful for the small things. What I mean by that, it's really like these small kind of daily events that happen, or daily interactions. So for example, I'm just out here walking outside right now. It's fall here where I'm at in the UK, and fall is one of my favorite times of the year just because of like these trees. Now you look at this. Hold on. Look at that. It's just yellow and orange and red, which I think is just beautiful. It gives a real nice tint and color to the trees, to otherwise just it being green. And I think the ability to look at a tree, and I'd say like, yo, that's pretty cool. That's like one of the things that not many people are able to reach. People just see a tree and say, oh, it's just a tree, but to be able to really look at things for what they are in the bigger picture, grand scheme of life and nature, I think it's beautiful. Like sometimes I just be walking here, looking down here, like there's like a bunch of leaves on the floor, and as you walk, you just listen to them crunch. And when the wind or breeze flows by, it rustles all the leaves up, and sometimes it sounds like you're by the beach and you're listening to ocean waves laps the shores. It's just those small things which I feel like really ground you in nature in the present moment, especially if you are ambitious and you always think far ahead in the future, think about your goals. I think it's really important to center yourself through appreciating the small things in life. The police car passing by, just the small things in life, which I think really makes it all the worth, living for. Gonna cross the road here without getting run over. This is also my first time recording a video outside with people walking around. I've always thought this to be weird, so I'm kind of going out of my comfort zone a little bit, but fuck it, we ball. We do it regardless, because that's what we do up in here. Push past your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to look like a fool, because at the end of the day, I am a fool. Who cares? All right? But and on to the topic of appreciating what you have in life, or just appreciating the small things. Again, like if you have family you're close to, or any friends, be sure to hold them tightly and dearly, because again, not everyone has that, is fortunate enough to have like family like you maybe, or friends like you, and it's very easy to take them for granted and think that they're going to be around forever, but when you really think about it, nothing's a guarantee. There's like, as people, I feel like it's really easy to get into the routines and motions of things, and oh yeah, they'll be here, you say they'll be here tomorrow, but are they going to be here tomorrow? You never know. Countless times people think that, oh, they'll be here tomorrow, until one day they aren't there tomorrow, for whatever reason. So always just be grateful for what we have in life, man. I think it's a really good balance you have to strike between being grateful for what you have already, but also having ambition to also kind of know that you can do more with life, you know. And that's a hard balance to strike, I think, in my opinion. One that I'm still trying to figure out myself. Hey, look at this shit, bro. Look at this. Like, this is just beautiful. It doesn't look as good on the camera, but it's just walking under these trees with like dry leaves on the ground. Not sure if you can hear. I'm not sure how sensitive my microphone is, but just, you know, hearing the leaves rustle, like, it's stuff's cool, man. Like where I played badminton today, for instance, it's 1 hour away walk from my house, but who cares, you know? One, it's good for cardio, it's good exercise, but two, it's just like, accidentally stopped the recording there, so this should be back in. But yeah, you know, it's just, I forgot what I was talking about. Crap. But yeah, it's just, I think, oh yeah, it's about like me walking an hour back home. I think it's nice to be able to have these quiet moments and reflection and stuff, you know. It's important to be grateful, is what I'm trying to say. And I think I've kind of, you know, that message has been being like a dead horse by now, me just repeating it, but I think it's just really that important. Look at the sky as well, man. Look at this. This is a beautiful day today in the UK, which is odd. It's not every day you come across a day like this. You know, just appreciate nature. If you don't really have nature, just appreciate the small things. Just appreciate the, you know, the ability that you can walk, right? For example, or that you're healthy if you are healthy, because these are all things we take for granted, and there are people out there that don't have the luxuries we have, you know. It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. Ah, look at this. Yo, look at that. Look at that. That's my camera really doesn't do it justice. My camera's pretty shit. I'm using my phone, but this is what makes life, man. But anyways, I'm gonna stop recording here because I almost had my phone stolen once when I was having my phone out by a guy in a motorcycle, so don't want to repeat that again. There's a quick video here. See you guys later.